Hello my para lovelies. So we took a visit to Castle Rising, or Castle Rising Castle. It was amazing. So through this video I'm going to be doing the history over voiceover and yeah, it'll be in sections, as I'll be doing obviously necrophonic and spirit box as well in between. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the video guys. Remember to leave a thumbs up if you enjoy it and comment down below as well. Anyway, let's get into the history. So, Castle Rising Castle is one of the most famous 12th century castles in England. The stone keep, built in and around 1140 AD, is amongst the finest surviving examples of its kind anywhere in the country, and together with the massive surrounding earthworks ensures that Rising is a castle of national importance. So Castle Rising is a ruined medieval fortification in the village of Castle Rising, Norfolk, in England. It was built soon after 1138 by William d'Aubigny II, who had risen through the ranks of the Anglo-Norman nobility to become the Earl of Arundel. With his new wealth, he constructed Castle Rising and its surrounding Deer Park, a combination of fortress and palatial hunting lodge. It was inherited by William's descendants before passing it into the hands of the de Montault family in 1243. The Montaults later sold the castle to Queen Isabella, who lived there after her fall from power in 1330. Isabella extended the castle buildings and enjoyed a regal lifestyle, entertaining her son Edward III on several occasions. After her death, it was granted to Edward, known as the Black Prince, to form part of the Duchy of Cornwall. During the 15th century, the castle became increasingly valued for its hunting facilities rather than its military defences. It fell into disrepair, and despite the construction of new living quarters and service facilities, by the middle of the 16th century it was derelict. Henry VIII sold the property to Thomas Howard, the Duke of Norfolk, and most of the castle buildings were demolished. It was not until the 19th century, when Mary and Fulke Greville Howard inherited the property, that the castle was renovated and restored. Victorian scholars examined the site and it was opened to the public. In 1958, the castle passed into the custody of the state, which carried out further stabilisation work and a programme of archaeological investigation. In 1998, English Heritage passed the management of the site back to its current owner, Baron Howard of Rising, who continues to operate the castle as a tourist attraction. Castle Rising comprises 3 baileys, each defended by large earthworks, covering a total area of 12 acres. Archaeologists Oliver Cretan and Robert Higham consider to be among the most In the inner bailey is the Great Keep, probably modelled on that of Norwich Castle. It features extensive Romanesque designs including pilaster buttresses and arcading. Historians Beric Morley and David Gurney believe this to be one of the finest of all Norman keeps, and its military utility and political symbolism have been extensively discussed by academics. Queen Isabella, if you are here, can you say hello for me? woman. Is there a woman here? Can you show yourself by the door for me? Can you walk past? Can you... Hello. Can you walk around in this room? Jensen, stop moving. Hello, spirits. How did you feel, Isabella, when your son locked you away? How did you feel when he locked you away? Was it one of these rooms up here that you were locked away in, Isabella? Whereabouts was you locked away? Was it down here? Is King Edward II here?
Oh.
That was a yes and a hello. Hello, hello. How did you feel when your partner was executed by your son, King Edward III? Did you feel betrayed? He loves me, maybe? Did you think your son loved you? I think so. You can follow me around the castle because I'm going to find a place outside where you can talk to me even more when there's not too many people around, okay? Okay guys, so what we're going to do is I'm going to finish filming around the castle and then we'll finish and do some more necrophonic and some questions and stuff, so stay tuned. So let's get into the hauntings of the castle. So apparently the upper rooms are said to be haunted by the ghost of one of the castle's most notorious former residents, Queen Isabella, also known as the She-Wolf of France. As the former mistress of the power-hungry Roger Mortimer, Isabella had been instrumental in the horrific murder of her husband, Edward II, in 1327. It's a widely held misconception that her son, Edward III, following the execution of Mortimer, imprisoned her at the castle in 1331. Well, nothing could be further from the truth. Not only did Isabella live in regal splendour here, but she was also free to move between her various residences as befitted a lady of her social standing. Legend, however, states that this formidable woman sunk into an old age that was racked by violent dementia. Her last troubled years spent in the whitewashed rooms of the upper stories. She died at her castle in Hertford on August the 23rd, 1358, and was buried in the monastery of the Grey Friars by Newgate in London. The echoes of her last troubled years are still said to be rebound through the corridors of the castle. Several visitors have been shocked by the sound of hysterical cackling around the top floor of the building. Residents in the nearby village have occasionally been disturbed by ghostly screams and maniacal laughter coming from the castle in the early hours of the morning. Okay guys, I apologise for wherever the camera's pointing. I can't see the screen at the moment, so we're just going with it. This early Norman church, was it here before the castle? Hello. Do you see the church as a church, or do you see it as a ruin? Can you tell me your name? I'm Melissa. I'm also known as Kiwi. The castle was originally surrounded by a carefully managed landscape, from the planned town in front of the castle to the deer park and rabbit warrens that stretched out behind it, intended to be viewed from the Lord's Chamber in the Great Keep. A pre-existing Norman chapel on the site, built around 1100, was encircled by the castle's defences, and the new parish church of St. Lawrence was built in the town instead, although it is possible that this church also predates the castle. William received permission from King Stephen to open a mint at the castle in 1145, and, probably linked to this development, settled a community of Jews in the town. Did anyone ever fall down these wells or die? Did anyone die down these wells? Two? Who was it? Do you know their names? Can you tell me their names? Tom. Who's he? Who was the other one that fell down the well? Queen Isabella. If you're here right now with us, can you answer a few of my questions for me? I'm going to put something on called the necrophonic. It allows you to use that to communicate with me, and I do have my spirit box, which I will try after. Obviously I will ask some of the same questions, so don't mind me guys, I haven't lost the plot. So I'm going to turn it on. Do you know that you're one of the most influential queens in English history? Do you regret the invasion you led leading to the deposition of your then husband, King Edward II? Yes. Straight away, yes. Would you have done anything differently? What would you have done differently? Did you like living in the castle? I've got paper, so it's blowing, sorry. Is it true, Queen Isabella, that you got something that we call dementia while you was at the castle, locked away in the top? Dementia is when you lose your memory. Okay, my para lovelies, we are at the front part of the castle now. So as you can see, the entrance down there is such a beautiful castle. There is a bit of a ruin down there, so we'll go check that out at the end, so make sure you stay tuned. Yeah, so I'm going to try the S-Box. I haven't had the S-Box, well, I haven't used it, the S-Box, for quite a long time now. So yeah, I thought we'd give it a go. Cause I do apologise for any wind noise. It's a little bit windy up on the moat, so on the moat hill. But yeah, we'll do our best. We'll do our best. You know, I always try to do my best. Now we did have a voice come through. My hand was over it because Jensen was crying because there was ants all over him. Because just in front of us is a load of ants. So we'll try not to get any in our pants. But anyway, let's put the S-Box back on. Are there any members of the Montaults family still here at the castle? Felt like a yes then. Is Roger the Montauk still here? Does he roam the castle still? Now, sometime during the 15th century, I think it was, obviously I'll do my voiceover for the history later on, which obviously you'll be seeing through this video, but right now obviously I can't remember, but I think it's sometime during the 15th century, King Henry VIII passed the estate to the Howard family. So are there any Howards here? Yes. Can you tell me your name? Right, I know that the spirit box can get quite annoying, so I'm just going to ask those few questions again through the necrophonic, just to see if we get similar or the same, or maybe some kind of different answer. Queen Isabella, did you have your husband murdered? Did you have him killed? Is it true? I want to move.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Too close to the edge.
No, I know. Are there any members of the Montauk's family still here at the castle? Yes. Yeah, we got yes earlier. Can you give me one of your names? What about Roger de Montauk? Is he still here? Does he still visit the castle? Oh yeah, the Howards family still here. Yep, we got yeah on the spirit box as well, so that just shows you guys. Spirits. Do you know what year it is? What was your favourite room to be in the castle?